again, and we didn't quite have the YouTube set up right. So
you can move it so we don't see so much ceiling.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
I need my fiber.
Okay. I need my fibers.
Well, you have to roll.
Yes. We were also waiting for Jill to come back from Fiberly?
Fiber Focus.
Fiber Focus?
Three Rivers Fiber Focus.
Oh my gosh. What luck is that?
Is it we're both spinning the same thing?
We're both actually spinning the same thing.
So this is very pale pink, gray merino. So
number 5. Number 5.
No spoilers today.
Look alive, number 5.
Okay, so do I have to wait for you?
There's so many 5s. There's Johnny 5.
I need my pillow.
That's my pillow.
I need a pillow so I can sit up.
Yes, I know.
And
actually, I think it's your pillow. But
it's always been my pillow.
Okay. And Dave is asking, how's everybody at Fiber Focus? Jill?
Good. We started the conversation off by talking about people dying.
Oh,
but,
that's fun. Always.
Yeah.
Wrong time of year for that. That's Halloween.
But then we had lots of wine.
Dia de los Muertos.
And somebody raffled off a dozen farm fresh eggs. I lost.
Oh. We do need more eggs for our baking.
Yeah.
Good
I
evening.
even got 2 entries, and I got to pull the slips, and
And you still couldn't stand it for you. All right, ready?
Ready?
3, 2. Oh, what? Don't you know how to start a race?
I know how to cheat.
She admits it finally. You know what? You're actually you're actually not in the there you go.
Well, maybe you need to move the arm.
Maybe you need to move the arm. You're gonna hurt your back like that.
Yeah, I know. So you should keep me from hurting my back.
Yeah. Jill failed to
As the winner of every night.
Just rotate a little bit on the gimbal. Oh, you know what the problem is? You're not close enough to me.
I will scooch up to you.
Yeah. Hello.
Hello.
Hi. Why do I suddenly sound like Linda Belcher?
I don't know. There, you've had your handicap.
Not much of a handicap. I should be honored.
I don't think this fiber wants to spin from this direction.
So, the fiber has a preferred tip to go from?
I think so.
And what causes that preferred tip?
It's sometimes the direction it comes off of the carder.
Yeah.
Was
this carded? This feels like it's dyed.
It's combed. But even comb topped can be directional.
Okay. All right.
Based on the way that it's pulled. Yeah, this is spinning much better.
Let's see. Just make everyone use YouTube and landscape instead of portrait. Yeah. It's
But Instagram is in portrait.
Instagram's in portrait. So we get all sorts of issues about trying to reach both audiences, but you know, it is what it is.
Yeah, this is spinning just fine. So this pro tip, if your fiber keeps on being slubby and difficult to drag, you might just want to flip it and spin from the other end of the top.
All right, so it is day 5.
And we are both spinning day 5.
By the luck of the draw, I rolled a 5. So not only are we both spinning the same thing, but no spoilers. Imagine that. So we are casting on both YouTube and on Instagram. We are maintaining our alternating. There we go. That's
Words.
the word. Words are hard. Let's spin instead. That should be a shirt. We're alternating, casting on Jill's Instagram versus mine. So this is my day. Hooray. Did you post on Instagram that people should go and join?
No, I didn't.
Maybe you should take a break and go do that.
It's hard to post links on Instagram.
Well, you don't post a link. You just say, follow me and tag me. I mean, I'm just trying to get you to...
Yeah, and I've had enough interruptions, so no more of your trickery.
Like grand trickery. All right. That's okay.
You're slipping over to the Slytherin side too. We were making Finland jokes at Fiber Focus.
Were you really?
Yes.
So you tell for everybody who's not 12-foot Dave, why don't you tell people about Fiber Focus?
So Three Rivers Fiber Focus is one of the local fiber groups I belong to. It's a guild that's not a guild. So we meet at the North Hills Art Center in the North Hills, Pittsburgh. And tonight was our holiday party and the beer party. So what we did was everybody brought a skein of yarn that they did not know what to do with and did a exchange. And so everybody came home with a different skein of yarn that they have to turn into something and return to the provider of said yarn at the equinox.
Oh, wow. So what yarn did you get?
I got a crazy spiral flag core spun, hand spun skein, super bulky. It's going to get turned into one of my bowls.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Cool. I was going to say, you could always take the lazy route and just do one of your necklaces out of it.
That is a good idea. So I don't even have those up for sale on the website yet. I have little felt cuffs that you can use to turn any art yarn skein into a necklace.
Yeah. When we actually start doing podcasts again, we should
show
those off and do a demo. Because it's really okay, you do an art yarn, and then you don't want to get the giant size needles necessary to actually do something with it. So it just stays in your stash looking sad. So instead, you can use one of these handy dandy little things to just hang it around your neck and make it look sad. I mean, make it look beautiful.
Well, and now people are doing this thing called shawl cuffs to make it so that your shawls stay around your neck. And my little felt cuffs could easily be adapted to that.
Yeah. I mean, it sounds like that's what they are. What adaptation do they need?
People usually the shawl cuffs as a snap, whereas I have laced.
Gotcha. So we can get snaps.
Yeah.
Just like that.
Haha. You're hilarious.
So Evan Idia says, oh wow, that's a pretty cool swap. I agree. That's a really neat idea.
I suggested it and I stole it from what the staff at a former yarn shop in Pittsburgh used to do.
Yeah. Is that
Natural Stitches?
Natural Stitches.
And then Natural Stitches did it, and then the people at Steel City Fiber Collective adopted it. Which maybe it's not good to pick up traditions from two failed fiber.
They're not failed. They just are no longer in business.
Yes.
They did their mission for an extended period of time. So I would say they didn't fail. They're just
no longer.
They are defunct.
Yes.
I might have to try and do long draw today. My thumb is getting sore.
I have stamina.
So you are both the rabbit, the tortoise, and the hare.
I am.
I was going to say you're both the rabbit and the hare, and that would make no sense whatsoever.
They are two different types of animals.
They are, but there's not a story about the rabbit and the hare.
There should be.
They had a fair race, and it was... Let's see, what do we got? Oh, yes.
We're being...
12-foot Davis telling us we're a family of Slytherins here.
No.
See, Slytherins wouldn't do it quite so intelligently. You're a family of Ravenclaws. With a chameleon over here.
Yeah, we're not sure what house. I don't think you go to Hogwarts.
There you go. What are some of the houses in the other?
Don't know. You belong to one of the other schools. You don't belong to Hogwarts.
Yeah.
You are neither Slytherin or Ravenclaw or Hufflepuff or Gryffindor. You're none of the above. The sorting house would be like, you don't go here.
I don't know how to feel about that one.
You defy description.
That's good. Let's see. Let's see. Slow and steady wins the race unless someone managed to be fast and steady. Yep, that's true. You know what? I need to cool my my hand down with this wonderfully festive
Ice your
Sly
ice your
Fox.
thumb with a beer.
Check this out. I was one. I like Sly Fox Brewery, but two, I very much got swayed by the design, which is, I mean, it's not quite knitting, but it's a cross stitch design. I haven't tried it yet. Yeah.
No, that's knitting.
I mean, it looks like knitting, but then they've got a cross stitch needle here, right? Or you think they're double stitching? Yeah. See, it's yeah.
The shape of their design on the top is more like a knit stitch than cross stitch.
But the needle that they're using implies that it's cross stitch. So basically, what
Yeah.
you're telling me is they have no idea what they're talking about with their design.
Yeah, because cross stitch forms little X's, and their designs are little V's.
All right, let's
like a
complain.
knitting.
The beer is good though.
Can I have some?
No. You have your thing where it's no beer for you. It's not my rule.
Yeah, I don't like it anyway.
Okay. Pluck wedgie? I don't know. I have no idea what Dave is saying. Anyways, so people get a closer look. Not quite weaving in ends. Could be
They're making
second stitch, or what's it called?
duplicate stitch.
Duplicate stitch. That's the word. I knew it had something to do with two.
So for the ones like Fox, they're making it look like cross stitch.
No, it
Now
still
it's
has the
still the
V shapes.
V's.
Yeah. Is there V's in needlepoint?
I don't know. I don't needlepoint.
Lenora says it could be needlepoint.
Mm.
Pluck wedgie is one of the houses for the wizard school in the U.S. Ah, I see. And Dave, what are the characteristics of a pluck wedgian?
Dave knows you personally.
Well,
Dave's
yes.
worked for you.
Dave knows me very well. So if he says I'm pluck wedgie, then well, no, he's saying you're Slytherin. So maybe he's misled. But quite frankly, I would. I think just from the name, I like it. I will just say when I need to go full Harry Potter nerd on House Pluck wedgie.
I have probably become a little Slytherin with age.
And make a scarf with Pluck wedgie colors, and yeah, I like this idea. Yeah.
Yes, spend less, spend more time figuring out what house.
Dave is saying that Meredith is the one that's identified it as Pluck wedgie.
Well, I trust Meredith.
All right, so you've heard it here. I'm Pluck wedgian.
Okay.
I need to find the characteristics of Pluck wedgie.
Yeah. Pluck wedgie and skirt.
It almost sounds like we need to make this an 18 plus stream now because of the language restrictions.
Yeah.
So how was your day? I didn't get to see you because like I came home and made dinner and then you went
I
out
did
to Fiber
stuff.
Focus.
I put stuff on the shop. I sold fiber. I sent stuff out.
Yeah.
I didn't dye. Well, I dyed some cotton today.
Yeah.
I also dyed myself. I was wearing gloves. I'm not. Well, for dyeing cotton, I definitely have to wear gloves. Otherwise, my hands would be completely colored.
Lala has joined. Hi, Lala.
Lala might be able to sort you.
I was exactly just about to say that. So we were having a conversation
She
earlier.
knows you in a different way than Mary.
Is this Jill? Did something happen while I was asleep that I should be aware of?
No,
So, anyway, after we've broken Jill, the the conversation that we were having before you joined Lala was that I do not appear to fit in any of the Harry Potter houses from Hogwarts. And so it was proposed that I might fit into one of the houses from other parts of the world. And one was suggested I am in House Pluckwudgie, but I know nothing about House Pluckwudgie. Whenever I use any of the sorting websites, they always put me in Gryffindor because I feel like that's the you are not outright evil, but
you're not a nerd, and
but you kind of want to get shit
you're not
done.
that friendly.
No, it's more that you're motivated. That's the word
Motivated.
I'm looking for.
Yes.
And I've used both the official Harry Potter website and I don't know, something else that my daughter found on the interwebernets.
You have Gryffindor leanings, but I wouldn't consider you a true Gryffindor.
Yeah, I wing it too much to really be a Ravenclaw.
Yeah, no, you're definitely not a Ravenclaw.
I have Ravenclaw
And you are not
leanings.
manipulative enough to be a Slytherin.
You sure your manipulation is not a Ravenclaw trait? Because all the Ravenclaws I know are at least aspiring manipulators. Let's see. Okay, Evanita has traits for Pluckwudgie include represents the heart and favors healers. Oh, Lenora's saying house elf.
Okay, what's that?
I don't know. Just that she's an elf, or I'm an elf. I do like socks.
You're a house elf.
Yeah, I taught you how to
You
knit.
do a lot of house.
I do a lot of housework. Yes, that is true. And I taught you how to knit so you could make me socks. Set me free.
Yeah.
Lawless Slytherin. I could see that. See, Slytherin gets a bad name just because an elf was a jerk, right? But
yeah.
it's not about being evil necessarily. It's just about doing whatever it takes to get what you want. I would say.
See, I don't do that.
Really?
Really?
Yeah, I know. What would my
You've seen the
Patronus
inner
be?
workings. If I really wanted to do whatever it took to get what I want,
So
my life would be a little bit different.
yeah, exactly. It's about ambition. The Slytherins. You have ambition.
I have ambition, but I have like a moral code and limits, and
Yeah, I think to some extent Slytherins
I feel
have
like
a moral
Slytherin.
code, but it's not quite as strong as a Gryffindor.
I think maybe they're a little bit. Think a little bit more in the short term.
Notice how I'm avoiding the question that Lola had of what's my Patronus because I really don't know what it would be.
Non-otter.
I don't see summoning an otter to protect me. Right? Like
My Patronus is an otter.
am I that otter?
Mm-hmm.
You've gotten to be adorable segment. Alright. Snape and Slughorn were Slytherins too. You're
See,
allowed to have a moral
Lola
code
says
and be in
otters
Slytherin.
can
Yeah.
be vicious.
Can they now? You know, I can imagine they've got sharp teeth. They got to eat meat of some sort.
Apparently, they rape baby seals.
What?
There's a Netflix comedian special, and the preview is the comedian talking about how somebody told her that otters rape baby seals, as a kind of you shouldn't like otters.
Do they do this in Finland?
I don't know.
Or is this like the when my brother showed off the palm, the pebble, and that he demonstrated that look, you can have so all right. Back before smartphones were really smart, There was the Palm
Pre.
Pre, was
Yes.
it? Yeah. I always called it the Pebble, so I get confused. So the Palm Pre, and during the initial keynote where people were showing it off, they were like, "Hey, look, there's this fantastic thing. You can go to a normal desktop website. Let's go see what's on the New York Times." And the headlining article for the New York Times on that day, at that time, was beaver sex. And it was all about the sex that beavers have. And I don't know exactly what it was, but my brother, being the person showing it off, had to manage how do you tell a worldwide audience, hey, look, there's this awesome, cool electronic device, and we are now showing on a giant screen the New York Times article on beaver sex.
Hmm.
So, yeah. No, we're caught up. It's cool.
We are.
I think so.
Mm.
So I apologize to anybody who, what, nerd? Yeah, well.
Nick's a different type of nerd, though.
I am, I can't tell you how many times in the past, like, week, as we've been, so I've been interviewing for a job at my company to hire someone. And there's been many times that the topic has come up of, like, yeah, engineers, they can't talk to people, except you, Nick. You're one of those rare engineers that can talk to people. I'm like, thanks. This is like, you know, it's not quite racism, but it's like, but it's not classism. It's
stereotype.
Yeah, stereotype is the right word, but all right. Hey, what are you doing? What is this?
Being annoying.
We're gonna change seats next time. They can long draw on your face.
I wanted you to see how little fiber I had left.
Yeah, no, you're totally beating me today. I'm not even gonna pretend that I'm gonna try. You know, I should have just started before you got home.
You should have.
I would have if I could have figured out how to do the YouTube stream.
I'm sorry I screwed it up. Press the wrong button.
Yeah. Yeah, no, they're definitely worse compliments. I took it as a compliment personally, but I feel bad for my engineer kind, even if it's 100% true. The salespeople at my company are like, oh yeah, no, Nick, he's the kind of engineer you can actually put in front of the customers. Sometimes I just want them to leave me alone so that I can play with my electronics in peace. Yeah, Evanita, you got to figure out some way to steal Jill for me. I think that works. She's offering, so I'll take her up on it. Although, considering the large difference, show the spot. Yeah, see, considering the large difference right here, I think we're. I think it's a foregone
I'll fluff
conclusion.
mine up, so it seems like it's more.
Thank you. That just means you're going to spin it faster. I know how mechanics work. Yeah. Wheel. The wheel's on my side.
Still not gonna win.
I wonder, can I treadle with one foot?
Hey, stop that!
You couldn't see it, but I held onto her wheel with my foot while I tried to treadle a two-treadle wheel with one foot.
You can tread that.
I can, until you started jamming my foot into your wheel. Ah! All right.
Look, Mom, 1 foot.
It's weird because I'm like bobbing my foot up and down in the speed. All right, that's enough of that. Nobody wants to see my feet.
No.
I'm not
I'm
wearing
at least
nice
wearing
socks.
I'm wearing bright, obnoxious hand knits.
Let's see. Oh, you gotta go and read what somebody's saying. I can't see it from here.
Yeah, she says that she even stalling me is not going to help.
Yeah, well, we tried. I don't know how I was so close yesterday. This day, not so much. So yeah, we haven't talked about what the fiber is today. You just said it's vaguely pink.
Yeah, it's a slight pink dyed gray merino silk.
All right then, that used the whole 30 seconds.
It's tussle silk.
All right, there you go. Hey, now we can play for additional data. So let's tell us about the difference in the varieties of silk.
So silk has a lot of different preps. There are primarily two different types of silk. There's mulberry silk and there's tussle silks. Mulberry silk is only spun by a single species of silkworm. The Latin name is Bombyx mori. They are fed on mulberry leaves, which is why it is known as mulberry silk. It is also known as Bombyx silk and cultivated silk. The special thing about Bombyx mori silkworms is that they spin their cocoons in a single continuous filament, and therefore those silken cocoons, if you kill the larva inside, you can reel off that single individual filament, and that is the lustrous silk that shines and is super smooth. So it can be reeled off, in a single length. Usually what we work with is spinners that has been cut to some sort of stable length. And that is mulberry silk. Tussle silk is actually can be spun by a variety of what are considered wild silks and different species of silk moths. They do not create a single continuous filament to create their cocoons. As a result, tussle silk varies more in staple length. It is not as shiny. It has more of a dull finish. It has a slightly different structure.
What is the kind of this one again?
This is tussle silk.
All right.
So mulberry silk will always be more expensive than tussle silk because it is harder to cultivate and process.
So is it possible to use the same species of mulberry silk and not feed them mulberries?
Nope. You have to feed them. Mulberry leaves are the only things they can eat.
Interesting. I feel like we should genetically engineer them so that they. Okay, yes, I understand. Yes, you are.
And I'm done.
You are done.
Capable of beating you and giving a lecture on different types of silk at the same time.
Trying to distract you with the silk lecture, but yeah, I got a lot to go still.
And I think I
Get
just
comfortable.
really showed off that I'm a Ravenclaw.
Why?
Because of the lecture on silk.
Well, Snape was very knowledgeable on topics. Maybe not silk, but
Potions.
yeah, that's the word I was looking for.
But he couldn't care about anything else. You want to give me another topic? Something that isn't spinning related and I can go and geek out on it?
What? Why would that? Because you desperately want to demonstrate your
Ravenclawness? Yes.
Ravenclawnosity. I'm trying to think of what would be entertaining to our audience as well, because you could go totally deep into biology,
Mm-hmm.
And we've already done Star Wars. You want to talk about Dragonlance?
No, I don't want to talk about Dragonlance.
I don't know. Yeah, so Snape also cared about defense against the dark arts and Harry's mom, which sounds totally like an insult. Your mom. All right, you got to read out loud what's going on there, Jill.
Ebony is contributing to my discussion on silk. So Ebony is saying that I'm not sure on the continuous element. The only reason why Bombyx Mora has continuous is because they don't incorporate leaves into their cocoons, and they're boiled so the moth doesn't hatch. Once a moth hatches, the cocoons are then non-continuous. Bombyx Mora can also eat the man-made diet, but that stuff adds extra complexities to the raising process.
So does it, if you kill the larva, does that make it continuous then?
With Tussa Silk, no. Tussa Silk, my understanding is that Tussa Silk isn't reeled like mulberry silk can be.
Okay.
I'm not exactly sure how Tussa Silk is harvested. I have no hands-on experience with Tussa cocoons. I've seen mulberry cocoons.
Yes.
No, I'm trying to dig up some more information. Oh.
Accessing.
Yes, accessing.
Accessing.
So. Because I think actually with mulberry silk, there is one filament that is continuous, and then I think there are other filaments in the cocoon that are non-continuous.
So
because there is waste after you reel cocoons.
Yeah.
And stuff like silk lap is from mulberry, and that's not continuous.
Interesting. So Lola's suggesting that we should raise some silkworms,
but then we need a mulberry tree.
True. How big are they?
They get big.
Do they grow around here?
Yeah, they do.
Nice. I see no downside of this.
I've known people who have raised silkworms. Apparently, they're good escape artists, but we can feed silkworms to the gecko.
I was going to say, weren't you saying that there is one of the lizards that we are wanting that you want to that will eat silkworms?
Yes. The lizard we have will eat silkworms.
What am I doing?
You're hitting your
I am hitting my
break band with the.
Yep.
So Evanita has raised Bombyx and Polyphemus. Polyphemus is one of the Tussa. Or we could get man-made diet. I'm sure, but I don't have tons of free time. So to go roaming around trying to find mulberry leaves.
Gab does.
Yeah. But she's not super reliable. She has enough animals.
That's true. We should get Adrian in on it. See if we can convince him to work on that. Oh, so I got to tell you something sweet. I as a huge nerd who spent the majority of his childhood just watching TV shows and playing video games, I'm completely hypocritical about this. But I do get nervous when my middle child has been spending his entire weekend, just playing video games and watching TV shows. So today I get home and we eat dinner, and then he goes right back downstairs to watch some TV shows. And I'm like, wait a minute, dude, what have you been doing? He's like, well, I did my homework, and then I've been watching Sonic X this entire time. And I'm like, can you just make something? Like, just go make something. And he goes downstairs, and I'm assuming that he just ignored me. I continue doing what I was working on. Like maybe about 20 minutes later, he comes up, and he shows me this little door hanger thing that he made for Gab as a present. And the door hanger says "keep out" because that's totally my daughter. So I'm like, you not only made something sweet for your sister, but you totally get her.
Yep.
I was like,
you also insisted on bagging the groceries at the grocery store last night, and he made grilled cheese sandwiches for himself and his brother for dinner tonight, and he made grilled cheese sandwiches for everybody for lunch this weekend.
Yeah. No, he's definitely growing into something interesting. I'm liking it. And now he was like, "Oh yeah, for Christmas morning."
He's our Hufflepuff.
He is. For Christmas morning, I'm going to make everybody breakfast. And I'm like, I don't think everybody's going to want grilled cheese for breakfast. I was like, well, I can make pumpkin bread. So like, all right, that's a good start.
Yeah,
How
he
about
knows
I
how to
help
make
you?
pumpkin bread. He knows how to make grilled cheese sandwiches. What else does it? And hot
Cucumber
dogs
salad.
and
hot
cucumber
dogs.
salad. Gab knows how to make eggs.
And there's something else Gab knows how to make. Most of the eggs.
Yeah.
Scrambled eggs. Which I have to say, there was people we knew in college who couldn't even do any of that.
Mm-hmm.
So at the very least, we know they will not starve.
Yeah.
Waffles is a good idea. Oh, pancakes. One of them made pancakes. Which one made
Gab made
pancakes? Gab made
pancakes.
pancakes. That's what it was. Do you like waffles? Yeah, I like waffles. Do you like pancakes? Yes, I like pancakes. Do
Chris,
you like French
did you
toast?
hear Chris about biscuits?
Yes. Yeah, I make biscuits.
Yeah.
Which I do make biscuits. But we don't have any sausage.
We should have some. Well, we have some in the freezer probably.
Yeah.
Underneath the lamb.
Everything's underneath the lamb.
Yeah. You need to eat more lamb.
Eat more lamb. The cows will be happy. We should make a Chick-fil-A knockoff, but it's all about lamb stuff.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You're already tired.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like my number of steps is back to normal.
It's amazing. Self-care.
Yeah.
I'm so proud of you.
Now if I can just get back to dyeing.
Well,
The whole like process of putting color on fluff.
did you try the new pump yet?
No, I figured I should take care of the tasks I needed to do at the studio and get the things that have already dyed on the website so I can sell them before I cause future Joe more problems by making more stuff.
All right, that's fair.
So
And if you wait until
I'm trying to get caught up on my tasks before I start dyeing again.
if you wait till I can join you, then I can help you with your dyeing activity as well. So
Mm-hmm.
I think I see has he pulled this properly? Did I? Maybe.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what you did. Are you like spinning from the bowl?
I'm spinning from the everywhere, Jill.
From the everywhere.
I'm spinning fiber. It is creating yarn. Leave me alone. It is rustic style.
Yeah, Vicky bought 10 braids of Shenandoah Valley. She thought she was buying me out. I found 3 more. Another one of them sold. So now there's still 2 left. It is very pretty. It's like merino and Shetland, and there's some baby camel in there, and sari silk. My sister just joined.
Oh wow. Hey Pam.
Yeah, 40 ounces is a lot. I don't think I've ever spun that much.
I mean, not of one thing.
Yes, not of one thing.
I think you've spun more than 40 ounces of your lifetime.
I probably have some combo spins I've done that have been.
Well, how much is typically a sweater quantity?
I usually spend 24 ounces for sweaters for me and you.
Okay. So 40 ounces would be like a family worth of sweaters.
No, it'd be less than 2 sweaters.
Okay, true.
It'd
Well,
be like 2 sweater vests.
all right. Well, there you go. I am unfortunately not wearing a sweater today.
No, you're not.
No.
I am.
Yeah.
I'm wearing my first fingering weight sweater. It's a Granito by Joji Locatelli in Discourse, in basically what is exactly the person I want to be is the colorway. And I really love it. And I will probably knit more fingering weight sweaters, which is not something I ever thought I'd say.
Let's see. Meredith is having issues with the wheel spinning. Turns out she just hadn't installed the flyer all the way.
Oh.
That happens.
Hi to Jenny. Jenny made my day today. She put it in order.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Thank you, Jenny.
She got the last spaced out that I found. That was... The studio has been hiding things. I found the paper bags.
Oh,
today,
good. Just
which,
in time for...
after Sam told me where all the other spin-along stuff had ended up, and based on where I found the paper bags, I have no clue what happened when she was putting that stuff away. Because it ended up in like 13 different places.
Sam has a fantastic way of her brain working.
Yeah.
That I don't think anyone, including herself, can understand at all times.
Yeah.
We love Sam. So, I always completely crack up when I'm listening to the Frozen 2 soundtrack, and there's the song where Olaf is getting scared at everything.
Yeah.
And the creepy son in the woods is apparently named Samantha.
Yeah, Samantha.
Yeah. So I always think of Sam when I hear that. Not that she's a creepy son in the woods or anything, but I think of Olaf saying Samantha, and it makes me smile.
Yeah, I'm very yawny today.
So, this is Lala mentioned this is a great color.
Yeah.
This is the one that is from the Amanda Palmer song.
Yes.
Inspired by an Amanda Palmer song.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. This was a mistake batch, which is why it became mine. But it's basically
yeah.
that colorway.
Dave, you should go see Frozen 2. And no, it's not a spoiler alert that Olaf says Samantha. We try to be very good with our spoiler alerts for Frozen 2. It's a very good movie. That's not a spoiler. If you thought it was going to be a bad movie, then you will be disappointed. I apologize.
It is strangely appropriate for people in their 30s.
Well, you were saying it's the woke movie.
And it is very woke.
I was really impressed. We all the songs, there's only one gender term in the entire movie, in all the songs of the movie. There's love songs, there's songs about, needing to find yourself and et cetera, et cetera.
And getting older
and none of it has to refer to sex or gender. It's all you're going to find somebody who helps you find your path or whatever. Very well designed.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
I'm getting sleepy.
I think it was the wine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm almost done here. I say probably like another 10 minutes. And we're almost halfway done. So tomorrow will be the halfway mark, right?
So tomorrow will be your last day on this bobbin.
Oh, that's right. I should have swapped bobbins if I wanted to do
A 3-ply.
3-ply.
Just do a 2-ply.
But no, you've tricked me into doing a 2-ply.
Yep.
It'll be more fun that way. I'll have more unique yarn.
Mm-hmm. I think you'll enjoy it more as a 2-ply.
Yeah. There's also more of a chance that I could knit it on the knitting machine or something like that.
Yeah, I don't know. Texture, the bats might be too textured for a knitting machine.
Yeah. So I've been obsessed with this concept now. I
hope you feel better, Lala,
Oh no.
good
Yeah,
night.
hope you feel better. Lots of rest. Vitamin C, zinc. If your throat hurts, I swear to you, the best drink you could possibly have is orange juice with a good squeeze of sriracha in it.
Nick's crazy.
Trust me, it works wonders. Good night, Lala. So yeah, we went to Handmade Arcade, or I went to Handmade Arcade with
I was at the
older
studio.
kids, and saw a bunch of people doing all sorts of hipster craft things, and it dawned on me, the thing that I should do is make knit ties, right? Small scale knit ties, or small fab, locally made knit ties.
Micro manufactured.
Micro manufactured. There you go. I can't quite. Is it handmade if I'm running
Yes.
the machine by hand?
Yes.
I guess it is if it's like hand cranked sausages or whatever, right? So I had this vision of a booth with like everything made from like reclaimed pallet wood, and just having bearded men in suits showing off my knit ties. So it totally seems like the next like sub business we need to make. So
Along with my artisanal jump ropes.
Along with your artisanal jump ropes, yeah, that'll be the it'll be like Gap and Gap Kids, right? We'll have knit ties and artisanal jump ropes, which are like ties for kids. I don't know. That's gonna go wrong.
Artisanal jump rope is just about the most hipster business, like craft business I can think of. And I have a whole idea of how to make it happen.
Let's see. Dave says, Mara walked out not to hear about the movie. Handmade, bespoke, locally sourced, organic, sustainable knit ties. Yes, exactly. We could do that.
Yeah, okay.
We could totally do all of that.
Knit ties from the sheep.
Yeah. Oh my God, how stupid.
Source from Amy.
We could get some sheep, some fiber and yarn from Amy, and then machine knit the ties and be like, look, this is the sheep that your tie came from. Its name was Bob. Actually, no, none of.
No.
What are sheep's names? Like, I remember they're really nerdy
all the
stuff, right?
Well, all the Shetlands are named after.
Okay. Oh my God, yeah, that's totally gonna be like extra nerdy for ties. Oh my God, I love it. I love it. So I need to hand dye some yarn from that to do that, because I don't think everybody's gonna want naturally dyed or natural colored ties. But then there's so many options in terms of patterns.
Naturally dyed. No.
No. All right. And I'm done finally. Winning hipster buzzword bingo. That will be the discount card, right? If you can fill the hipster buzzword bingo card through the conversation, then you get a 10% discount.
Yeah. Every $10, you mark up the hipster buzzword.
All right. So, thank you again for joining us this time. I apologize to So Waters who just joined not too long ago. We're going to keep doing this though for the rest of our
7 more days to do.
12-day base 12 spin along. We got 7 more days, and I think we've settled in that 9 o'clock is a good time to start. 9 o'clock Eastern, when the kids are asleep, and we've had enough time to.
And it usually takes us about an hour to spin.
Yeah. No, it's gotten pretty consistent. It takes me about an hour. It
takes you about an hour to spin. 45 minutes.
You're using a woolly winder too, so.
How often are you changing your flyer?
Not very.
Okay.
I'm just coming up with excuses. All right. Thank you very much for joining.
Thanks.
See you tomorrow.
Bye. Bye.
And this is the awkward part where I end the 2 different streams, right?
Yep.